Hello, good morning, dear students. Today we are starting with the seventh chapter of our Moments, that is supplementary textbook, and the name of the chapter is The Last Leaf. Fine, so let us just start with the story. Sue and Chauncey, the two young artists, shared a small flat. The flat was on the third story of an old house. Chauncey felt very seriously ill in November. She had pneumonia. She would lie in her bed without moving, just gazing out of the window. Sue, her friend, became very worried. She just went to the doctor. Although he came every day, there was no change in Johnson's condition. On one day, the doctor took Sue aside and asked her, "Is anything worrying Chauncey?" "No," replied Sue. "But why do you ask?" The doctor said. "Chauncey, it seems that has made up her mind that she is not going to get well." So the story is about the two young girls, Sue and Chauncey, and they both were very close friends and they were an artist. Fine. So they were just living in a small flat. They were sharing the same flat, and the flat was on the third story. Means the flat was on the third floor of the building. And what happened once suddenly that in the month of November, Chauncey feels very ill, and she was suffering from pneumonia. She would just lie in her bed for the whole time without moving, and she would just look out of the window and do nothing. Sue, her friend, became very much worried. So the friend of Chauncey, that is the Sue, she was very much worried about Chauncey. She sent her to the doctor. Although doctor had came and the doctor was coming every day, but there was no change in the Johnson's condition. So what happened once the doctor just said to the Sue that is everything okay? So Johnson said, she said that yes, it is okay, there is nothing to worry about. But why you are asking such type of things? So the doctor is saying that after giving such a high dose of medicines and after giving such a great treatment, then also if she is not getting well, then it may be possible that she had already made up her mind that she is not going to get well. If she doesn't want to live, medicines will not help her. She tried her best to make Chauncey take an interest in all the things around her. So the doctor just said to the Sue, Chauncey, that if she has already made up her mind, then it is not at all possible that medicines would help her. And she also tried her best to make Chauncey and to show some interest into Chauncey and the things which is going around her. She talked about clothes and fashions, but Chauncey did not respond. So Sue was trying to talk with her about the clothes, fashions, everything, but Chauncey did not at all respond. Chauncey continued to lie still on her bed. Sue brought her drawing board into Chauncey's room and started painting. So Sue was what she did. She just brought a drawing board from the outside room and just started drawing the painting. To take Chauncey's mind off her illness, she whistled while working. Suddenly, Sue heard Chauncey whisper something. She quickly rushed to the bed and heard Chauncey counting backwards. She was looking out of the window and was sighing. 12. After some time, she whispered 11, then 10, then 9, 8, 7. Sue anxiously looked out of the window. She saw an old ivy creeper climbing halfway way up the brick all opposite their window. In the strong wind outside, the creeper was shedding its leaves. So what did Sue do? She was also getting bored with her, so she just started doing the drawing. But when she started doing the drawing, suddenly she heard a whistle from the room, and she just went to the Chauncey to see that what has actually happened. So when she went over there, she just saw that she was looking out of the window and she was counting backwards like 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, like that. And she was also looking out of the window. So she just went tried to look out of the window, and she was observing that there was a leaf ivy creeper that was shading its leaves, and it was जैसे हम लोग बोलते हैं ना गिर जाता है लीफ इट वॉज फॉलिंग down. It was a creeping. It was an outside creeper which was shedding its leaves. What is it, dear? Sue asked. Six, whispered Chauncey. They are falling faster now. So, when she was looking out of the window, Sue is asking to Chauncey that what actually has happened. So, she is saying that no, it is they are falling very fast now. 3 days ago, they were almost 100 leaves. There are only five left now. So, Chauncey is saying that she is observing this tree since last 3 days, and in the last 3 days, before 3 days ago, there were hundreds of leaves in the tree, but now there are only five. It is autumn, said Sue, and the leaves will fall. So Sue is just explaining to Chauncey that it is an autumn season, so it is but obvious that the leaves will fall. I will die, said Chauncey with finality. I have known this for the last 3 days. Oh, that's nonsense, replied Sue. So, after saying this, Chauncey is saying to Sue that she will definitely die. So, she is saying that what nonsense are you talking about? So, she is saying that I am observing this since last 3 days. What have you old ivy leaves to do with getting well? So she is saying कि आपका जो every will leaves है उसका और आपका ठीक होना, there is no any connection at all. The doctor is confident that you will get better. Chauncey did not say anything. Sue went and brought her a bowl of a soup. I don't want any soup, said Chauncey. I am not hungry. So she is just saying to Chauncey that doctor is also very much sure that you are going to get well. So why are you thinking about all these things? So she just went in the kitchen and brought a bowl of a soup for Chauncey. But Chauncey is saying that she did not want to eat. She is not feeling hungry. Now there are only four leaves left. I want to see the last one to fall before it gets dark. So Chauncey is saying that now there are only four leaves left, and I also want to see the last leaf falling before the dark gets. Then I will sleep forever. Sue sat on Chauncey's bed, kissed her, and said, you are not going to die. I can't draw the curtain for I need the light. I want to finish the painting and get some money for us. So she is saying, ki, why are you saying like this that you are going to die? She just kissed on her forehead and she is saying that no, I am not go. You are not going to die. So she is saying that I cannot even put off the curtain as well because they were not having good electricity at that time. Because she is saying that I want to complete the drawing because I want to make or I want to get some money for us. Please, my dear friend, she begged Chauncey, promise not to look out of the window while I paint. So she is saying that you just do one thing, you just promise me that you will not look out of the window while I am doing the painting. All right, said Chauncey, finish your painting soon for what I want to see. The last leaf tried leaves. Try to sleep, shades you. So Chauncey is also saying to the shoe that okay, fine, you just complete your painting. I will promise that I will not look out, and I am trying to get a sleep. I have to paint an old miner. I will call Bahram up to be my model. She rushed down. Bahram lived on the ground floor. He was 60-year-old painter. His lifelong dream was to paint a masterpiece, but had remained a dream. Sue poured out her worries to Bahram, told him how Chauncey was convinced that she would die, and then when the last leaf fell, is she stupid? Asked Bahram. How can she be so foolish? She is running a high temperature, complains you. She refuses to eat or drink, and that a lot of worries to me. So she just went downstairs and she just called Behram. Behram was 60-year-old painter, and she is saying to her that what Chauncey was saying that she will die and she want to get the last see the when the last cliff fell, and it was a dream for a Behram to paint a masterpiece. I will come with you to see you and Chauncey, Behram said. They teleported into the room. Chauncey was sleeping. So you drew the curtains together and they went to the next room. So when they just went over there, Behram just initially said that okay fine, I will give company to you. So when they went over there, they observed that Chauncey was sleeping and she drew the curtains together and they went to the next room. She peeped out through the window. There was only a one leaf on the creeper. It was raining heavily and the icy cold wind was blowing. It seemed as though the leaf would fall in any minute. Bahram did not say a word. He went back to his room. Chauncey woke up next morning. In a feeble voice, she asked Sue to draw the curtains. Sue was nervous. She drew back the curtains very reluctantly. Oh, Sue exclaimed as she looked at the vine creeper. Look, there is still one leaf on the creeper. It looks quite green and healthy in spite of the storm and the fears the wind didn't fall. So on the next day it was raining very heavily and there was only a last leaf which was left. But she was observing that Sue was observing that no, it was though it was raining heavily, still the last leaf was that no doubt from on the next day it was green and healthy and in spite as if it has been a new birth. I heard the wind last night, said Chauncey. I thought that would have fallen. It will surely fall today and then I will die. You won't die, said Sue energetically. So while seeing the leaf, Sue also got some energy. So she is saying to Chauncey that no, you will not die. I know that you won't die, and this leaf will also not fall. You have to live for your friends. What would happen to me if you die? Chauncey smiled weakly and closed her eyes. And after every hour, or she would look out of the window and find the leaf still there. It seemed to be clinging to the creeper. In the evening, there was another storm, but the leaf did not fall. Chauncey lay for a long time, looking at the leaf. Then she called out to Sue, I have been a bad girl. You looked after me so lovingly, then I have not cooperated with you. I have been depressed and gloomy. The last leaf has shown me how wicked I am. I have realized that to it is a sin to want to die. Sue hugged Chauncey. Then she gave her lots of hot soup and a mirror. Chauncey calmed her and then smiled brightly. So she is saying that it is a type of a sin and it was only my fault. She was saying that I want to die. But again, on the next day, there was a huge storm, but the leaf did not fall. So she is saying that I am willing to die, but God is saying that no, still जैसे हम लोग बोलते हैं ना कि अगर कुछ बुरा काम किया है तो कर्मों का फल रह जाता है सब लोग बोलते हैं like that. In that sense, that she has realized that it was a sin for her that she want to die, but she realized that she will not die. So she just gave her a hot bowl of soup. She just drank the soup, and Chauncey combed her hand and smiled brightly. In the afternoon, the doctor came again. After examining the patient, he told Sue Chauncey now has to will to live. I am confident she will recover soon. I am just go downstairs and see Bairam. He is also suffering from pneumonia. But I am afraid there is no hope for him. The next morning, you came and sat on the Chauncey's bed, taking Chauncey's hand in hers, and she said, I have something to tell you. Mr. Bahram died of pneumonia this morning. He was ill for only 2 days. The first day, the janitor found him on his bed. His clothes and shoes were wet and was shivering, and he has been out in the stormy night. So, he was just saying that in the next afternoon, when the doctor came over there, she also explained to the doctor that no, now Chauncey is also willing to leave. So she is saying that, and okay, if she is willing to leave, the doctor is saying that then she will get the recovery very soon. Chauncey was having the willingness to leave now, and she is saying that I am confident that she will recover the soon. So she is now saying that let me just go downstairs and watch what Bahram is doing because he is also suffering from pneumonia since last 2 days. But when she went over there, she observed that Bahram was no more. No doubt he was just ill for 2 days. Then they found a ladder and a lantern still lighted lying near his bed. There were also some brushes and green yellow paint on the floor of near the ladder. Chauncey said, you look out of the window, look at the ivy leaf. You haven't wondered why it doesn't flutter when the wind blows. That's Bahram's masterpiece. He painted it the whole night, the last leaf. So he is saying that as Behram was having a dream to paint a masterpiece in such a way that it would create a good image or it would create a good sense for someone else, the same way he just draw the last leaf. Thank you.